Welcome back everybody to more CSI. Let's nail Jason Gray because we're pretty sure at this point that he is trying to get an insurance fraud claim. This is his private jet. Ah, rags. This is going to be important. We're going to compare the rag here to the one we already have, and that'll pretty much set him up as the guy who blew his own house.
Gray made a fuel purchase not long ago from the international airport in Quito, Ecuador.
Well, Ecuador. That's where that cotton fiber shot was from. So we're nailing this guy to a wall. It's all on him. Right, oh, we've got a workstation over there.
Looks like our high-flying exec wasn't exactly candid with us about the state of his corporate affairs. We have a man seriously behind schedule here, facing a loss of a cool $1.5 million. That's what we CSIs call a motive.
Yep. If he claims arson, then... Right, anything else here? I did see something else, another green area here. No, it was probably the same one. Same one, I think. Ah.
They're locked. Guess we won't be getting in there.
Well, unless we get a warrant. Everything else seems pretty okay. Can we go into the actual airplane? Going into the actual airplane would be nice.
Tango 146. Gray's plane, alright.
Is that all we can do here? Probably likely all we can do here for now. But I think we should go to the lab and do some analysis.
And you need the Sanders touch. Without me, it's all guesswork, right? And Grissom just hates hunches.
You know what else Grissom hates? Slow lab work.
Right, let's dive straight into the stuff we've got.
I've done everything I can think of with that.
I didn't do anything with it.
I've done everything I can think of with that.
Don't know why I'm giving them these things. They have the yellow tag. Right, well, the rag. And I think that's all we got from there is the rag, but the rag is probably all we'll need. Right, there's the burnt rag, and there's the greasy rag, and they are a match.
Hanger rag and the fragment from Gray's home share the same rare cotton germplasm. Species is definitely of Ecuadorian origin.
I think this guy's kind of screwed. If I say so, let's go talk to... Let's just swing by Richie and see if he's got anything to say. Nah, I didn't think so. Let's just swing by Gray then. He's in trouble. He's quite screwed. Because of my top detective work.
I can't tell you anything.
Nah, so it must be Brass then. In that case.
You guys are moving fast on this arson case. Got a new lead? Guy torched his own house, huh? Well, let's bring him in for a chat. Maybe he's just burning to confess.
Mr. Gray, I think you know why you're here. We've gathered considerable evidence indicating that you lied to us about the fire at your home.
Cooperate. Make it easier on us, we'll make it easier on you.
I've told you everything I can think of. No intention on my part to be deceptive. Are you joking? Of course I do. I own a plane and I'm active in the aviation industry. Jet fuel's good for killing weeds. Always keep a little in my back shed. Sometimes I purchase wine when I'm down there. There's a fine local winery. So what? What am I being accused of? Drinking and driving? What business is that of yours? My office is a charred ruin. I lose most of my key records and you're nosing into my clients? I don't know anything about that. I'm the victim here, you know. I have a bunch of those rags. I don't know where I picked them up. There must be thousands of rags like that in Nevada.
We have all the evidence we need to make an arrest, Mr. Gray. I just wanted to give you an opportunity to make it easy for both of us. We can do this the hard way.
I guess you're right. What's the use? You got the goods on me. You're right. I was way behind on that contract, looking right into the face of financial ruin. It had been building up over the last few weeks. The pressure. But it was spur of the moment. An impulse. I grabbed a rag and that bottle of jet fuel in the shed and smashed it on my office floor. You know, to suggest somebody pitched a Molotov cocktail. I added fuel to the fire, literally. Emptying my lighter on the desk, making sure to douse some letters on top, including one from James Ritchie. I put it out with the fire extinguisher I brought with me from the shed. Then it occurred to me, I ought to make it look more like a break-in, so I busted out a window in the office. But even as I was doing it, I saw the pieces of glass tumbling onto the ground outside and realized I'd screwed up. So I went out and tossed them back in. That's everything, I think.
After all that lying, don't you feel better now?
Mr. Gray, we didn't secure your shed because it wasn't part of the original crime scene. Could we have your permission to check it now? To confirm your story?
You need me to do that?
A judge would give us a warrant easy enough, but you letting us skip that step would be another gold star in your cooperation column.
That's what I'm trying to do. Cooperate. Go ahead. My house is your house.
Well, that was easy.
I can't tell you.
So we've effectively nailed this guy. Let's go to his shed and find what else is in there. I don't know why we need to go to the shed, though, to be honest.
This story sounds way too strange. Let's check this area for collaborating evidence just to be safe.
I suppose, but I mean, we've got a confession, so...
Make sure you check the handle for prints before you touch it.
Right, that's a smooth polished surface, so that is definitely going to be...
Fingerprints are mostly moisture. They evaporate pretty quick in the dry air around here. Means these prints are recent. But looks like we've got two overlapping sets of recent prints. If one belongs to Gray, the computer may be able to separate them in the lab.
Alright, so that's them collected. Let's back out and go in.
That's nasty. Definitely smells like gasoline.
Right, let's start left to right. Nothing up there. We've got something down there. Oh, we've got lots up... Oh no, that's just probably me going quick. Right, left to right. We've got lots of paint cans by the looks of things. We've got bottles of wine by the looks of things up there.
Gray's confession is holding up. These are obviously the wine bottles. Ecuadorian vintage, too. There's no prints here.
Well, I just thought I would check. Can't hurt to check. Let's back up with that. We've got, yep, gasoline.
We can't use that here. There's no prints here.
What am I doing with this, exactly?
There's nothing special there.
What am I doing with that cap here? Ah, swab. There we go. Got it. Ha ha ha. It took me a longer to work out than it should have though, but I think that's everything from the shed. Let's head to the lab. We've got some investigating to do.
Is it my charisma that keeps you coming back from...
No, it's really not. Right,
And survey says... we have a match. Same jet fuel used in Jason Gray's little indoor bonfire. Exact same composition.
Right, okay, that's that.
I've done everything...
Why is that still...
Can't think of much more to tell you about that.
Right, so the only thing we have to do is come over here. Take the overlapping prints and search them both.
We separated our twins, and both have survived. We've got two sets of prints now.
That separated them, very good. Right, okay, so that's the overlapping print. Let's take number one. It's definitely not that one, so let's search for that. Results. Jason Gray, that's a match.
Yep, these are Gray's prints. They were entered in the system earlier.
Oh damn, the music's went funny again. Wait, but who is the second one? Oh well, I wonder who that is. That'll be... Huh. Not Richie by the looks of things. That's not Richie.
Sorry, that's not a match. Check the little details when you're doing the comparison, then, when you're...
Yeah, I know. Who the hell is this? Mark Clinton Marr? No. Tam Derrick? No. Jeff Solway? No. No, I don't know who this second... Don't know who that is.
I've done everything.
Right, let's go talk to Jim. See if we can get... Because I want to know who that second print is. Oh no, we've already done that. Let's go talk to... James Ritchie.
I have nothing else to tell you for the time being.
What about that locked? We've pretty much done everything we can do here, but what about that? Oh no, wait, we can't get in that yet still. Really? Seriously? Must be missing something in the shed. Right, let's have a look at the case file actually. Nope, that's the wrong button. I mean, we've got like 9 reconstructions. Am I missing stuff? What the hell am I missing? Right, okay, I guess we go talk to Jason Gray again.
What's up? Yeah, see what he's got to say.
I can't tell.
Right, I'm definitely missing something. Back to the lab.
Yes.
It's missing something. It's something to do with that shed print.
I've done everything I...
Do I need to...
I've done it.
Right, okay, I'm hitting a bit of a snag here.
Can't think of...
Maybe I need to go back to his home and like check. I want to know who that second fingerprint is because somebody who's recently been in there, he says. So we must be missing something in here. Gotta be. And what was with that knee impression? Surely. Yeah, I'm missing something, but what am I missing? That is the key. Yeah, I'm not missing anything here. It's all golden. No, it's all pretty golden. I must be missing something in his shed. There's got to be something in his shed that I'm missing. Right. So, oh, there we go. Missed this.
Pretty slick job of casting there. Are you sure you aren't a pro at this?
Do I do the other one as well, or just the one?
This looks like a deep impression, so it may be recent.
So that is what I was really missing. Right, so let's go back to the lab. That's those prints there.
Yes?
Right, we've got that. Let's have a look at the shoe prints. They will... Oh yeah, they're definitely two different ones. Let's search the first one. Nope. 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 I don't think so. Nope. I don't think any of those ones fit, so I'm gonna try the larger shoe cast. Man, that noise, that music is so annoying. That's a match.
These don't match.
That's a match!
Little thing.
Ugh, I don't trust this game when it says, oh, it's not a match. That could be a match.
Sorry, that's not a...
Oh, that's the match.
So much for Gray being Mr. Cooperation. Prints from an 11.5 boot. About 2 sizes bigger than his feet.
Right, okay. Wait, what about the other one? I'm pretty sure none of these match. I'm sorry, but I need to deal with that music. I need to turn it down or off.
These don't match.
Nah, I didn't think that one was a match. Oh no, that is a match.
Sorry, that's not a match.
Oh come on, it's got the X! It has the X, Sarah.
These don't match. Sorry, that's not...
They all have an X. They all look so similar.
Okay, shoe print came from a size 9 runner, which matches Gray's size.
Literally botched my score so badly on that there. Right, okay. So, let's go talk to James Ritchie then.
I have nothing else to tell you.
Nope. Okay, so that'll be... No, that's the wrong one. Gonna have to head back to Brass.
Yeah? What do you need, guys? Yeah.
I can't tell you anything else right now.
What? But we know he's lying. Right, okay, fine. Right, back to the drawing board then. Right, larger shoe cast, fingerprints. What about the voicemail message? Nope. Nope. None of... Oh wait, that matches.
Stan Gins? Wonder if Gray can tell us why he's got a drug dealer in his...
Why do I not have that? Why did I not already have that? Did I just miss it? Possession of narcotics. Oh, okay. Right, so back to Brass. New suspect.
Make me happy. Tell me Gray's confession checks out. Yes.
Am I supposed to know?
I think you do. And we're gonna prove it.
Oh, okay.
I can't...
So that was literally a waste of time talking to him about that.
Yeah? Good call. Maybe he can tell us why Mr. Gray's confessing and lying at the same time.
Mr. Gins, there was a fire at the home of Jason Gray. You've been brought in for questioning on the matter.
Well, I own a pair of 11.5 feet. You do the math.
Well, that matches the imprint.
Why would I have been? Out and about. Little walk around the neighborhood. That's still legal, right? We've done some business. What kind of business? That's between me and my client. But I don't know from fires, okay? I got nothing.
Is that all I can do right now, seriously? Can I get a warrant for his... Really?
Yeah.
You've been lying to us.
You see, Mr. Gray, when somebody confesses, trying to help and all, but mixes in a lot of bull, well, we get frustrated. And me personally, I get cranky when I get frustrated.
But we're willing to give you a chance to put us in a better mood. So let's play truth or dare.
Is his mouth moving? His mouth is moving for Sarah's lines.
Yeah, name rings a bell. Think maybe he lives in my neighborhood. Don't get to know your neighbors like in the old days.
Maybe you need a distinguishing characteristic of Mr. Gins to jog your memory. Like his being a convicted drug dealer, for instance?
And Mr. Gins is trying to be cooperative, too. He started by telling us you're one of his clients.
Well, like I said, he's a neighbor. I think he might have borrowed my mower or... Look, I really didn't want to have to get into this. I'm going to level with you, really cooperate. But just remember, what I'm about to share with you could get me in hot water. I have a drug problem. A way out of hand drug problem. Which is why my business has gone to pot, so to speak. Stan Gins is my supplier. Lately, Gins had been showing up at strange hours, and he'd bring his low-life friends along. Partying at my place. It's just sickening. On the night of the fire, I made a decision. No more associating with scumbags like Stan Gins. So I fired him. He didn't take it very well. He was really PO'd, bent out of shape. Plus, I'm sure he was high at the time, which didn't help. While I was in my office, Gins must have gone to my shed, looking to see what kind of grief he could give me. There was a knock at the door, and I opened it. And damn if it wasn't Gins, glaring at me, brandishing a blazing Molotov cocktail he'd thrown together. He was out of control. He threw the bottle, smashed my window to fan the flames, and took off. I ran out to my shed and grabbed the fire extinguisher. But then the wheels started turning. I could make the best of this bad situation if I rigged the scene to implicate Richie. I didn't want my drug problem exposed, and at the same time I knew that if I implicated Gins, he'd kill me for sure. I'd be protecting myself and taking a competitor down with me at the same time. After the fire was out, I cleaned up the broken window, knowing I needed to make it look like a break-in to hide what had really happened. I tried to get all the bits of glass I could find and brush the dirt off before tossing them back into the office. And that's the whole sad, stupid, but true story. I tried to save my reputation. How am I doing so far?
Not great, I don't think.
Well, both you and Gins will be going away all right. And you do have something in common. Neither one of you can hold on to his clients.
We should have another chat with our friendly neighborhood drug dealer.
Yeah, and maybe get, can we get warrant, please, for his
Yeah? What do you...
fingerprints and stuff?
Yeah, see...
Listen, you play with drugs, you get high. Play with fire, you get burned. No percentage in the latter. Hey, I said I was out catching some air. I may have walked by his house, but that's all.
You know, Gray might have covered for you once upon a time. But you try to burn somebody's house down, and the loyalty gets strained.
Going off on a good customer like that? You got a hot temper, Mr. Gins.
Go to hell. I've got plenty of customers, but he torqued me off. Guy thinks he's better than me. He said my friends were scum.
Imagine that.
I should have torched him, not his crib. Smart mouth looking down on me. And him, a degenerate doper.
Thank you, Mr. Gins. That's what we call a confession around our little store. And you know how nice it is having another satisfied customer? Looks like a solid arson case against Gins. As for the high-flying Mr. Gray, he'll come down to earth with obstruction of justice, arson, and insurance fraud charges. By the way, trainee, Nice work out there. But take some time to throw back a cold one after work and relax. This job can be hell on your personal life. Now, go see Grissom. He wants to see you.
Sounds like you showed some good instinct out there. But before you let it go to your head, let's take a closer look at how you did.
Not great, I don't think. 91%. Okay, I will take it. Considering that In and Out was... Oh! 98%? I could swear that the last time I looked at I got like 20%. Am I crazy? Oh well. I'm not gonna complain. If you say so. If you say so, game. Come back next time for Garvey's beat.